What's up, guys? Back at it again on 508 Live with your host, Poppy Pay. And we got my man, Money Man Milhome.
What's happening, baby?
Fireman Burgess.
Yeah.
And
the best
producer in the world, Manny J. Media.
What's happening?
What's up,
Y'all
guys?
gas me up
How y'all
every
doing,
week.
man?
That's
Buddy.
why I come to this show, because I know I'm about to get gas.
Not because you're the one who's producing it, but just because you have to.
No.
It makes sense. Hey guys, first of all, how was you guys this week? It's been a miraculous week. I'm actually excited this week just because my daughter's birthday is tomorrow.
Okay.
No way.
Yeah, I'm about to
Happy
officially
birthday,
have a
Wait.
4-year-old,
Oh,
buddy.
princess, but
4-year-old.
Yeah.
happy birthday to
Yeah.
4 years
4
already.
years.
Holy
She was
wow.
just a little tiny little munchkin. Now she's over here. Daddy we was having a conversation yesterday, actually, in a car. And she was like, she's the funniest little girl ever, first of all. Like,
Yeah.
the funniest little girl. I'm like, I was curious. I was like, babe. She said, yeah, Daddy. I said, what do I do for work? She said, your job is to buy me toys.
Hey, listen.
She right.
She ain't wrong.
She's not
She
wrong.
right. I said, hold on. I said, no, but what does Daddy do for work? It's okay. She said, Daddy, you just buy me stuff.
Yeah.
What? And she doesn't know. So I'm like, all right, cool. And then I was like, what else does Daddy do? She was like, Daddy just plays basketball.
That
No
is
problem.
Basketball.
Yeah, that's it. I don't think I have a job, guys. I don't really have a job title.
Hey, it is what it is.
As long as I'm buying toys,
It
right?
is what it is.
Yeah,
As long as you're making her dreams
Come
come
true,
true,
she don't
hey,
care.
Come on. What else did she
Oh,
need?
yeah.
What
And
else did she
guess
need?
what she wants for her birthday?
What's that?
I want to hear this.
You know how kids want to go to Disney World and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
My daughter want to hop on an airplane, take a flight to Florida, get her nails done in Florida, hop back on the flight, and come back
At
here.
4.
At 4 years
You
old.
learn-
Buddy.
I know
All
you.
she
I know.
wants
I
is
know
a
you.
nail done.
She does not want Disney World. She does not want cars. She does not want anything else. She literally just wants to hop on a flight, go to Florida, get her nails done, get back on that flight, and come straight back to Worcester, Massachusetts.
Wow.
Listen.
And guess what? She's going to Florida.
Get her nails done. Yeah.
No, she's going to Disney World. She's making a trip out of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
She's not going just to do her nails.
I have a question. I don't mean to get off subject too far, but I think it has to do with getting your nails done.
Yeah.
How do you feel? You know, I remember because me and my son's mom, we co-parent,
Yeah.
and I remember hearing a lot. You know, you give your money to your baby mama, and she go and get her hair and nails done, right? Now, for me, and I think maybe for your daughter even the same way, even though she's still young, like getting your nails done, like if it makes you feel good, wouldn't it make you be better and do better? So you would like, you know how I get when I get shaved up, and I get my line up,
Yeah, you feel great.
right? I feel like a million
Yeah,
bucks.
I feel
I feel so much better. So wouldn't you think that's the same way like that? Wouldn't you want, you know, the person in
For
your
who
life?
though? For your kid or for the mother of
your
your
kid.
child?
No.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love doing that with my
No,
kids.
but well, even like in my example, I'm not gonna touch yours, but for the mother of my child, if I know that she's feeling good about herself, I know she's gonna go and take care of
Absolutely. Take
everything in her world, right?
Yeah.
So I know my son is in a good space because
So you think by pampering her, she's gonna take
I
better
didn't say
care?
that. I didn't say that.
No, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm hearing.
Like
Hey guys, correct me if I'm wrong if you guys are not hearing that.
Sorry, that's what you're- what I meant is, all right, so listen.
Because I was about to take the other side about this. Hell no.
No, but all I'm saying is like, is it a bad thing that they do that for themselves?
As in what? Your
With your money.
money or their money?
Well, it doesn't matter whose money. Once it's out of my hands, it ain't my money no more.
Mm.
Here's how I look at it.
All right, let's
It's
see.
almost like I'm kind of like in the in between.
That's what I wanna
okay?
hear, yeah.
Like at the end
Of the day,
All
yeah,
right.
don't end, guys.
At the end of the day,
Yep.
okay. As long as my kid has everything they need, if you getting your nails done or whatever, you getting your hair did, and then my son needs diapers or he needs food in the fridge, screw you. You could go to hell with that.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But if my son has everything they need, like your fridge is full of diapers, has clothes, has all the school supplies and stuff like that, and I give you your child support money for the week or the month,
Yeah.
and you want to pamper yourself, I'm not mad at that.
That's where I'm at.
Mad at that.
That's where I'm at.
So that's
We on the
okay.
same
Now
page.
we're on the same page.
All right.
Okay.
We're on the same
All right.
page.
How you feel?
Don't touch my money if it's not for my child. I'm struggling too.
That's
I'm struggling too. I'm not going for it. I need haircuts too. My lineup be like slanted.
Keep up.
Yeah, keep the ball, Junior. My barber,
Yo.
I need a second haircut. Matter of fact, no, I'm the opposite against that. Don't touch my dollars. Especially, like, respectfully, if we're not together, like, it's kind of, I think it's, like, disrespectful. If we're together and I'm giving you money, take care of yourself. That's my job to pamper you. If we're not together and we have a kid, it's my obligation to make sure my kid's taken care of. But if I'm in another relationship and I'm paying for your stuff, and you see that's a conflict of interest now. Now the person you're with is gonna be like, why is she buying what's it called, doing her nails, and that's kind of tough too, just because like obviously that's the mother of your child. You're supposed to take care of her in a sense.
Absolutely.
But if I'm struggling and you're getting your nails done and I can't pay my bills, buddy, give me that money back.
I'll give you that.
Give me that. I need all the pennies, the dollars, and the dimes. And that sounds kind of bitter. But like, how is somebody up? Like, if she's excelling, flourishing, and she got all the finances she needs, and the what's it called, the father of the child doesn't have anything, but he has to continuously pay, couch surfing, doing this and that. I think it's crazy for her to go get her nails done. I'm tripping.
You know the crazy part about it? The crazy part about it? Yeah, I want to hear your part.
Yeah, fire, man.
Not really. You know what I'm saying? When I think about child support, you know what I mean? You don't think some of that money sometimes probably gonna get nails done and stuff? When when
that's
people
what I
that
was
pay
saying.
it,
I don't want to know.
but you don't want to. That's where I'm going at.
I don't.
You don't know what you don't know. I think when the
she's
kids,
like, thank you so much for my nails.
yeah. I think when
you
kids, I
rubbed it in
think
my face. That's all.
Now, that's
I know some people though.
Isn't that kind of addictive though? Like that's kind of like they're really trying to play with your feelings.
But that's what happens, bro.
Wouldn't you say it's more of like it depends kind of thing?
It depends, like you know what I'm saying. But I do know some men, you know, especially in Florida, like you know what I'm saying, that they're not they don't have another partner yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they not with the baby mom, but they pay for everything almost. Like you know what I'm saying. But they ain't got no conflict of interest though.
Right.
Now when the conflict of interest come in, you know what I'm saying, like unless you go,
they still doing things together.
that's okay.
If they're still paying together,
he's doing something.
I'm pretty sure
they together.
they be hanging out.
That's why I say they're not in a committed relationship.
When that baby goes to sleep, he's wiping his mouth.
They're committed, and it ain't not everybody. I know some people that really don't do it. Like you know what I'm saying, but he makes sure.
I know people who don't do it.
Oh yeah, he makes
I be
sure.
cross-eyed. I see my baby.
No, I'm saying I know some people that don't sleep with their baby mama no more. Like you don't sleep with their baby mama, and they take care of it. But it's the thing that if you got it, you got it. These people got it. They got millionaires. They got houses, big houses. They taking care. They don't got no other relationship.
She found a meal ticket then.
Yeah, she probably found, but he making sure his daughter right though. Yeah. So he paying for the house, he paying for everything, like you know what I'm saying. But he can do it. If you can do it, you gonna do it, bro. If you can do it, if you have millions of dollars, bro, you gonna do it, bro.
You better
trust me.
Everything in the trust, you gonna get the 150 now.
But you got a conflict of interest though.
The way I like to look at it is simply. Child support was never my money to begin with. It's literally my child's money. It's support for the child. Not necessarily to go to my child's hands, specifically considering the fact that rent, lights, utilities, gas, paying the car notes, go back and forth, all that stuff is paid before my child, or whatever, my child support, all that stuff is outside of my child support payment that comes in. So whatever she does with my money, it's really not my business. It got nothing to do with me.
I respect it.
So that's, I guess, where I'm kind of coming from, and I would never want any woman out there to feel bad about how they do their money. However, coming in,
as long as they're doing it the right way.
Don't you wish you still had this?
Right.
But nah, bro, they can go get. It's a lot of women that get child support payments. They go get pampered together. Them and their daughters. They take some of that money, go get pampered together.
Yeah, that's fine.
That ain't bad.
Sense.
Like you know what I'm saying.
Like if both you guys,
even if everybody taken care of, even if everybody taken care of, I don't see a problem with mom going to get her nails done. Everything covered too. Like what's wrong with that? Like if the roof over the head, the food paid, the bills paid, and all that stuff. What's wrong with her saying like, let me take? It'd be like 90. Take like 90 out of this, like, you know what I'm saying, to do my thing. Yeah, it'd be like 90 out of it, bro.
All right, maybe I was a little biased. Maybe I overstepped a little bit because I had to kind of put myself in my shoes.
His size 32 shoes, guys. His size 32 shoes.
So Pete, right? I had to take a step back, and I was actually thinking while I was chatting, right? I'm a single father. Y'all know this.
Yes.
Right.
Mm.
But my baby mom, okay, I still help her out with stuff here and there.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I've paid
Like
a bill
outside
here.
of your
Yeah,
kids.
yeah, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
but the
and-
kids-
and I have a kid.
Your kid
And
lives
I'm
there
not getting-
full time?
No, lives with me.
Oh.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm.
I know.
That's what I'm saying.
That's why
If you
I
can
take a
do
step
it, you
back.
can do it. Like, you know.
I know.
Right?
That's why I had to
Remember the
take
red
a
top blue
step back.
card? This is the blue
Right?
side.
Buddy.
Exactly,
So,
bro. That was perfect.
I had to take a step back. I have him.
Somebody
full
pulled a
time.
red card out.
You know what I mean?
It's a penalty. It's a penalty kick.
But see, that's me. I feel like that's me being human.
Yeah.
You know, forget about the baby mom having a child. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's me being human. She's, I don't want to say good to me in a sense, as in like messing around or anything like that. But like I have helped her out, with her car insurance before. I have helped her out with, you know what I mean? So it's like one of those things where I had to take a step back and really just reevaluate. It's like at the end of the day, if somebody needs it, you know what I mean?
You be wiping your mouth
feel me?
after?
Get out of here!
I just want to know. I just want to know.
Bro, everybody know why
it's
they
not-
not after, bro.
You be wiping your mouth after you
It's not something
Everybody
that
not
I
about
do.
that.
It's not something that I do on a regular. But I'm saying I.
Oh,
have
so you
done.
dipped his hand in the
I
cookie
have
jar.
done. No.
He dipped his hand in
Man,
the
everybody
cookie
don't
jar.
dip in the
I
cookie
do that
jar
for no, I do that for
Listen, no,
protection.
stand for
Exactly.
10 toes.
Exactly.
Okay.
He got extended toes. He got extended toes. First of all, I'll be damned, not to be rude,
Go
no
ahead.
disrespect. I love your heart, beautiful heart. I got the same heart, big heart, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
My question to you is: does she help take care of the child with you?
She's here.
What does that mean here?
Present.
She's present.
Okay,
She's present.
okay.
You know what I mean? Like she's
Trying to get her life back in order.
She takes him here and there. You know what I mean?
But she has-
Yeah.
Yeah.
But does she have her own funds to take care of him when she takes him?
I don't know her financial situation right now.
Okay.
But like I said, this was like last year. You feel me? It's
Okay,
not something
okay.
I'm doing on a regular, but
Oh.
I had it before. So that's why I had to take a step back and be like,
Because you're gonna help people if you gotta help people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
100%.
But so I'm gonna take what I said back. But that's to me, even just seeing it in that perspective. As soon as I heard it, it was like
Right,
red flags going on, red flags going
Think
on.
about this, right? Think about this. Here's how I look at it as well, and kind of like going with you were saying as well, right? So, for example, all right, let's say her life, with my child is a boat. All right, is a boat. She may have a couple of holes in that boat. All right, you feel me? And at the end of the day, yeah, I have my child full time, but she still has to have him at times too. So I can't let her boat sink. You feel me? I can't let her boat sink.
He's speaking
So if
French.
I gotta patch it up right here, I'll patch it up right here. You
Yeah.
feel me? Now, if you have a whole bunch of holes in your boat, I'm gonna have to do what I gotta do to take care of my son. You know what I mean? You may see him a little bit less. I'm not gonna fill up every hole, but I feel like as a father, it's my duty to, patch that boat. I can't let her boat sink.
Especially with two healthy parents, it's
Right.
sure to get,
Right.
I shouldn't say, there's always,
Unbalanced.
there's always something that could mess things up. But when you have two healthy parents, it's so much more beneficial for the child in the long run.
Right, exactly, 100%, 100%.
But I
If
can
I let
jump
her-
out of here because you got some things to move on to. I will be back soon.
Let's get
Alrighty, we got a surprise guest, guys. Oh my goodness. Are we gonna introduce him? Who wants to introduce him?
Hey, listen, man.
You wanna do it?
Hey, listen, hold on.
Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody
Somebody gotta do it. Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody gotta do it.
Somebody. Like that. Why you say Kwame like that?
Hey, nobody call him. Listen.
You have to say it with passion.
You gotta-
Wait, when you were growing up, quick question. I'm gonna jump right into it.
Yes.
When your parents was calling you, your mom and your dad was calling you, well, how did you just say it?
When I was growing up, my name couldn't be Kwame.
Oh,
What was
no?
your name?
What was it?
My name was Poku.
Poku.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, Poku.
Come
You have to shout it out. You know, you're almost like it's fighting words. Because what it was Kwame means Saturday. So in my culture, you get to pick your own name.
Oh,
Whatever day you're born is
Okay.
your name.
okay.
And I already had an older cousin, Kwame.
Oh,
And
all right.
too many Kwames in the
Oh,
neighborhood.
everybody born on Saturdays.
I was just about to say, it's like being born is what day you were born is kind of like your nickname or something.
So your regular name.
Ah,
So
Yeah.
I'm from the Akan tribe. We're from West Africa. It's about 30 million of us.
Respectfully.
And in the Akan tribe, we believe in destiny. We
Mm.
believe that you come in this world, you have a duty to take care of yourself,
Yo, preach.
yourself.
Preach.
Okay.
Yourself first.
Yes, sir.
So your name carries everything.
Mhm.
And even when you go back to heaven, right?
Yeah.
And you go to the cemetery, all you see is tombstones with names on it.
Yeah.
So your name kind of lives forever. So we believe that you gotta carry your own name. You know?
I like that one. I like that one.
Yes.
I didn't know that in your
Yes.
culture. I'm not gonna
Yes.
lie to you.
Yes.
Okay. So growing up they had to change your name to what is it?
My middle name was Poku.
Oh, that was your middle name anyway?
Yes.
All right, so they didn't make that up.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So the first time I became Kwame was when I got my green card.
Yeah.
Is it?
So you're
Poku all my life.
until you got
Until
your
I got my green
All
card.
right.
And everybody was like Kwame, so I
You had to
get
go
used to
Kwame.
it. I
All
was
right.
15, you know.
Yeah.
I know growing up too, your passion, obviously we know your passion. If you guys don't know, Kwame is the best soccer coach in Worcester, Massachusetts. Maybe in Massachusetts. Let's just change that. You know, I like to hype up my what's it called?
Hold on. Should we give him? Is he worthy of the
best soccer coach in the world.
The only one.
Thank
The only
you,
one I
buddy.
know.
The only, you know?
Yeah, like, that's the only soccer coach I know. You know what I'm saying? So you know he the best. That's the only one. Yeah.
Can you,
The only
go
one.
can you go into it and tell us a little bit of how you got into soccer? I know soccer is part of your culture because the same way it's part of mine. How'd you get into soccer?
And you know, we family.
Oh yeah, Cote d'Ivoire.
Ivory Coast and Ghana.
Oh yeah, right here, just like Liberia's on the other side.
respect?
Yes,
Right.
we family, and you know, Ivory Coast, the whole West African coast, for children, soccer is kind of like a pastime.
Right.
It's a stress reliever.
Yeah.
And it's also how you get to learn how to deal with life, the ups and downs.
Yep.
So for me as a child, I was never great at the game, but early on, I loved the idea of watching the game. And I remember physically, I wasn't able to play because I wasn't a strong child.
Yeah, there's
So
six people playing that.
You know, I took on the idea that one day when I got older, I was going to build my own team, and I was going to be able to allow kids to play without trying out.
That's
Because
beautiful.
you know, growing up, you had to be great in the neighborhood to be part of a team. So I remember even crying days, running to the house, crying to my mom like, "Hey, they won't let me play," and joking around. She'd be like, "One day you could build your own team."
Right. Exactly.
And for me, it's been a stress reliever. I'm 45 now.
Young.
Okay.
I think if
Yeah,
I didn't have
brother.
soccer, I would have lost my mind.
Wow.
You know,
That's deep. That's deep.
it's the way for me to get the stress out instead of hitting the wall. Maybe I kick my ball around.
Yeah.
And also the idea that I could bring smiles to kids' faces. You know.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I like how you kind of said that it was a way for you to express yourself, a way for you to kick the ball. Obviously, growing up in an African household as myself, it's hard for you to go up to your parents and say, "Mom, I'm depressed." You're depressed. Yeah, you got everything you need.
Oh man.
Like it's like, what is depression? Because they don't understand the real meaning behind being depressed and being sad. Because for them is in Africa, people are going through worse. You got food on your table, you got water, you got everything. You don't gotta walk up 3, 4 miles like they did to school. Because for them, they gotta go through the bush, hop over the river, take a left down the hill to go around the corner to get to school. Yeah, they gotta step on a volcano. But we didn't have to go through that, so our life should be perfectly fine. So I kind of want to know, like, what's it called? How was that disconnect, obviously, with your mother or your father growing up with your big emotions, your big feelings?
I think for my family, we have individuals in my family who deal with mental health issues, and my mama was a teacher, right? So she was way ahead of her time.
You got great.
So she used to tell me, whatever I'm feeling is not just me. Because for my tribe, we believe that we are millions of years old, right?
Absolutely.
And the genes within us is from people that came on this earth before us. So for me, I was always told that you got to be happy because you don't got that much time on earth.
Yeah.
And if you spend your most time being depressed, you may miss the great times. So for me, it was always my mom advocating for me to find an outlet.
Yeah.
And my mom was such a great mom that she never hit me ever.
Okay.
You know, she always used to talk to me whenever I'll get out of bounds.
Gentle parenting.
Gentle parenting.
In a way.
Gentle parenting. Respect.
And for me as a child, like it meant a lot. At the moment when she was doing that, I just thought, hey, just my mom is weak. You could always do whatever. But as I got older, I realized that she didn't want to put the pressure of physical punishment or the pressure of you got to do this because I said so. It was always find your avenue, do the best you can.
Right.
How many times you got beat?
Oh man, I can't even count.
How many times you got
I had 2 hands. I couldn't
A
count.
lot, but it ain't good.
Right,
Nah,
right,
like
exactly.
my mama be talking about this a lot. My mama don't even like to talk about it. She be
Right,
like, if I could do stuff over, I would do it over. My
Yeah.
mama talk about this a lot, bro.
My
Like,
mom hit me
she
one
always
time.
talk about this is how I was
One
raised.
slap,
I raised
that's
you
all
how
it
I
is.
was raised. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So to that point, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, your mom ain't, use the physical discipline because she didn't want to put the fear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I told my mama, like, sometimes, I respect my mom, but there was a lot of fear there too because of physical discipline of
Right,
what
right.
happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's, and I think that's why I was defying a lot, bro, right? So.
See, for me though, I wouldn't take back any of the whoopings I got in my entire life. Like I feel like that's what paved me to be the man I am today.
Right,
Obviously, everybody got. You're a great. Obviously, you're a great man. So the discipline and the what's it called? The talking. I mainly talk to my kid because I don't want I understand the physical part. I'm a girl dad at heart, so I'm not. It's just hard for me to
Right, of course.
You know what I mean? I'd be like, oh, you want me to use my daddy voice? And my daughter gets scared. I say this all the time. I don't even know what my daddy voice is. But she's so scared of me that she, you know what I mean? Like, she don't want me to use the daddy voice. You know?
See, I'm not gonna lie. I was definitely a hard-headed legit. You know what I mean?
For sure.
I definitely I caused my mom. I put her through hell. You know what I mean? I put her through hell, and it was one of those things where I was a repeat offender. You know, like to the point where I was a repeat offender. Yeah. No, Manny just said he was too. You feel me? And it's one of those things where that she was a single mom doing it by herself. 4 kids, and it's like I'm the oldest, and it's like she always tell me, you gotta lead by example because the other 3 they're gonna follow you, they're gonna follow in your footsteps. So I'm not gonna say. Of course, there was times maybe she went overboard, but I'm not gonna say my mom was the bad mom because she tried everything else and it didn't work with me. You know what I mean? But what did work with me though, like when I was in high school or something like that, and then I'm not gonna lie, I was running with the wrong crowd, gangbang, whatever the case may be, and I got in trouble. And that day she did not hit me, she did not yell at me.
Oh, that disappointment, buddy.
But that disappointment, when she looked at me almost like, I don't want to say in disgust, but just like, I'm doing my best here. You know what I mean? And you still running with these dudes?
Yep.
You still doing what you're doing? And that is was a very big triggering factor for me. One thing I never told you guys, I got my house burned down. You know what I mean? The ops burned my house down, and I put my family in danger multiple times.
You told us the story.
You feel? I did tell y'all that, right? So that's one of those things where it was like those determining things kind of flipped the switch in my head. I'm like, all right, let me change my life around. So I will say the disciplining, the hitting me, the yelling, maybe it didn't work as much, but when she sat down and talked to me in that disappointment, that was a huge factor.
And it's good that you don't fault your parent sometimes for things that they did in the past.
Right, absolutely.
Sometimes when I look back, maybe I needed that redirection, that physical.
I agree.
So sometimes it's not all good to just
Right.
say, hey, I'm not gonna do this or that.
It just depends on how you feeling that day.
100%.
You know?
100%.
You know what my grandmama used to do? What's it called? She used to, so there used to be everybody gets a bottle like this, right? Every time you do something, he pours the water in. You go do something again, pour some water in. Do something again, when it fills up, that means you was brewing for ass whooping.
Your cup is running over.
Your cup is over. So you knew, dang, I'm not supposed to mess up because I got one more drop in there, and they're gonna whoop me after that.
But looking back, right? Don't you think sometimes too, after even getting physically punished? Because I have family members that would do certain things to me, like smack and stuff.
Right.
But there were moments where I felt like I deserved it. Or I felt like it saved me from going overboard.
Exactly.
So when I look back at it, I don't fault them. I just wish that moving forward, even with my own kids, there's been moments, and I always tell them, I did stuff because I was scared. Being a black man, being a black woman in this world, can be a little corrupt.
Easily.
Even growing up in Africa, everybody thinks, oh, we all black and everything is all good. It ain't like that. You gotta really focus on trying not to get yourself caught up.
Right.
Because sometimes the system won't let you go.
That's so true, man. That's so true.
I do anger management for men, and that's what a lot of men say. I do anger management. In my last week class, I had a man say, you know what I mean? I don't fault my mom for the way she disciplined me, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I grew up to be a good dad, whoop, this and that. So I say, why you don't discipline your children like that then? Because, oh, no, I don't think I'm going to do it the same. But you said you're not going to fall, and it helped you become who you are. So why you don't do that to your son today? Why you talk to him and stuff? And it made him really think, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because we use that to say, to this point, yeah, like, you know, I ain't gonna discipline my kids like that. But in the moment when I was getting disciplined, that stopped me from going off, and it kept me straight. But I can't, you know, I look at them, I say, can you confidently say, oh, those beatings, man, look, I'm not, you know, they helped me be who I am today. Like, I'm not gonna, because I say, then why you don't do it to your son now? Because if they work for you, why you don't do it to your son? Then they start thinking like, well, then they start thinking about how those past histories of physical has actually really impacted them to the point that they don't want to keep that generation going with their children now.
I hear that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And it really helped them start thinking, because if that's the case, do that same thing to your child, your son. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it make them think deep about the trauma.
I like that.
And if it really worked, why don't you do it? Now they got to think, why don't I do it? Because I felt this way when it happened. Because it really did this. And they start really thinking about it. I make them process it all. It'd be a deep conversation, bro. Some grown men, bro.
It definitely
And
is.
I think we always also have to forgive our parents sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
there's moments where
No, bro. It's fire.
they're just scared for life.
Bro.
You know, I've gone through situations where my son is 19 now that I'll sit him down and tell him, like, bro, I'm scared. Like, I want you to survive.
Absolutely.
You're all I have, so I can't let you do this and that. Because if I let you, I'm gonna feel like a failure.
Exactly. That's 100%. That's 100%.
So you think? So you guys think that our parents felt like they will be failures if they didn't discipline us, if they didn't correct us? Because I feel like that every day. You know what I mean? I'm a young parent, so it's still like I'm trying to figure out how to father. You know, especially I lost my father at a young age. You know what I mean? So like I be making stuff up in my head. Or even growing up, I seen like Steve Harvey. I liked how Steve Harvey parent, and I loved how Bernie Mac, craziest. I used to watch a Bernie Mac show every single day, and I said, when I grow up, I want to be just like Bernie Mac, because he loved those kids so bad that it wasn't even his. You know what I mean? It was his what's it called? His sister's kids. But the way he raised those kids, like talk to Nessa, talk to what's it called? What's it called? Right? Yeah, Jordan. Yeah, I was Jordan growing up. But I was athletic Jordan, you know. But yeah, just the way he disciplined them for sure. That's the guy for real. But yeah, so that's how my mentality is now, parenting. Like, all right, we gonna have fun. We're gonna go do cool stuff. We're gonna do this, but don't make me pick some up again. Yeah. So yeah.
But to like you were saying, right? A lot of our parents, well, all of our parents, really. I don't know if you guys are the oldest, or whatever, but they're brand new to this. You know what I mean? They're brand new to this. There's no class on how to be a mom. There's no class on how to be a dad. You know what I mean? You learn from your parents. And you know, you learn from how you were parented. You learn from, you know, the experiences that you go through in life. You feel me? So I feel like a lot of times it's definitely trial and error, especially for new parents. You feel me? Because, for example, right? Because I was thinking about what you were saying earlier too, right? About like, you know, why you don't do it to your kids. So me and my younger brother, my second one, so there's four of us. Me and my second one, we got the shit under the stick, you know? You feel me? And like, once we went off to college, the other two, their mom would just talk to them, you know? Like, so she learned from me and him, and then kind of like transform, you know what I mean? Like how she used to.
How hard headed were you, and how hard headed was them though?
Nah,
that's how I started figuring out. You was going off the rails. They was good. You were on the rail a little bit.
But you know, if I may, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sometimes as kids, I remember myself learning that if they're getting beat for that, why am I gonna go around? Why am I gonna do that? So I have to take a different angle, right? So you can't really fault your parents. Maybe your siblings learn how to get on your nerves, you know? So even with you being a young father, I like the idea that you're parenting based on your feelings. And not allowing people to come in. Because maybe what I may be telling you may be so foul that because you value my word, you're thinking it's the right way. So I feel like every parent has to come from the inside and feel like this is my child. And if I love him enough, I'm gonna do the right thing by them.
Exactly.
Because a lot of people get bad advice, you know.
Oh, horrible
Oh,
advice.
yes. What? Oh, that's
Horrible advice.
I ain't got no kids. Don't listen to me.
When you get kids, you're gonna be a great father.
Yeah. Yes.
You know what I mean?
But you do got kids, wrong.
Yeah,
I
I keep
see all the
saying
great
that.
work
For
that
sure,
you
for
do
Mm.
in the city, all the children that you bring good vibes to.
For sure.
So even in our culture, West African culture, right? The men in the society are supposed to be up leaders.
Yeah.
Leaders, 100%.
You're supposed to
100%.
take everybody as your child.
Yep.
You're supposed to redirect somebody when they're going the wrong way. So you got millions of kids that,
Right. Yeah,
You
you,
know,
got kids more than all of us put together.
yeah,
Stop
through
all that.
media and everything that you do.
Not
You know?
Papi.
No,
Papi.
Right.
Papi. Yeah. I've been doing this for a while.
I've been doing this.
I'm talking basketball stuff.
I mean, yeah, nah, that's different though. That's different. Kwame got the whole generation. Everybody was
Yeah.
soft.
Yes.
So, like, I'm glad you brought that point up. Is it different though? You know, Kwame brings it through soccer and through
Kwame
community
brings it through
outreach,
soccer.
through
Yes.
nutrition programs.
Yes.
You know, Ron brings it through mentorship. And
Right.
you even
Community.
bring it through your
Football.
public speaking,
Helping
your
people work
motivation.
out.
Yes.
That's true.
And you know, is basketball that different?
No.
I feel like
Manny,
it's the same.
Manny was just saying, guys, just to reiterate how, you know, Kwame brings it through soccer and everything like that. And then Ron brings it through the community, through the school and stuff like that.
Motivating
Poppy
these
brings
people.
it his ways, you know, I bring it my way. So in essence, it is like one big thing.
Yes,
It's one big,
yes.
you know, so
Because we all have to do our piece.
Oh, Nick,
Absolutely.
yeah.
And,
Everybody got
and then also even the way we live, I feel like you being a business owner, right? Being one of the first to just say, hey, I'm gonna bring an ABA team in the city, right?
let's go.
It really makes kids feel like I could
They
do
can
something.
do it too. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I remember like starting soccer. I'm not the first to really have a community program.
Right, right.
Yeah.
But where I did it different is everybody's welcome.
Yeah.
So because I wasn't a great athlete, I realized not everybody could be at the elite level.
Yeah.
So sometimes people don't buy into my program because they just want to win.
Right.
But I feel like athletes don't have too much time. You know,
I hear that.
after athletics, like what comes next? You know,
a
so
fact.
so for all of us, like, you know, being elite, being a public speaker, being a public speaker, I think
Right,
everybody
exactly.
does his part, you know.
It's true because even now that you say that, when I had my gym or whatever, you know, I was a personal trainer, you know, working through the city, whatever. I did one free workout for everybody a week. Everybody, whoever it was. Kids, I ain't never charged them. I ain't never. If you under 18, I am not charging you to come to my gym. I'm not charging you to.
You never
come
charged
to my
me either,
workout.
so thank you for
that. Now, if you're a working adult or whatever, you know, we can work on a
Yes.
deal. We can work on a few free packs.
Yes.
But like at the end of the day, when it comes to the
Yes.
community, when it comes to those youth, like they need hope.
Yes.
We are the hope. If not
Yes.
us, then who?
Yes.
You
That's a
feel
fact.
me?
Yeah.
So a lot of
I
people.
actually have a question now. You bring that up.
Sure.
And how important is physical activity, sports, fitness on mental health? And since we have you here, and I know you're well educated in nutrition, how does that go hand in hand with healthy eating?
I think for my life, when I
I'm
take
sorry. How is it for our children and our youth?
yes.
And should we be charging them as well?
So I
That's a
think
good point.
I think for my life, right, playing soccer by myself, because one of the things I love to do is just juggle the ball by myself. People that didn't know me in the past used to think I was antisocial,
Okay.
but I was happy playing by myself. It's kind of like a basketball player just shooting free throws, right?
Working on your game.
And I feel like sweating, even taking the anger through whatever you're doing when it comes to sports, it heals your mind. And also the joys that you get from the little wins make you realize it's not all bad. And I think a lot of times there's a debate within should you charge or not.
Right.
I have a hard time begging people. So if I ask you, please, can you help me? And you can't, I feel like I shouldn't come back again and bother you.
Yeah.
So sometimes I like to be sustainable. I like to charge people so that in the future when I need to do free stuff,
Yeah.
I don't have to go to people
Ask
ask for it. And then I also have a hard time distracting people's revenue stream, meaning there are different programs that sometimes are charging or like are getting grant money, and I don't want to go compete with them
Okay.
because I feel like there's not much for all of us. You know, so sometimes I feel like maybe if I'm more sustainable, I can keep the program going. But then in between, I know every program let certain stuff slide.
Right. You have
Like
to,
there's
you have to
certain
keep yourself
families, you
afloat.
know,
Absolutely.
but people that look like us, we got to be more sustainable.
100%,
Because sometimes when you
100%.
come into the sport arena, people don't trust us. They feel like, are you really gonna do this, or is it gonna be year after year? You know, so I feel like if I fail, maybe I'm failing the generation behind me, because I hope that in the future, there's so many people that could just say, hey, I want to start my own physical activity program.
That part.
And if you're not well sustained, you may end up failing, because you got to cover insurance, you got to cover field, you know, you got to cover all
That's
these
so true.
things,
That's
you
so
know.
true.
So
Question for starting that up, because obviously you know I'm in the ABA, and we've been taking our time to get going, just because we want to make sure everything's the way it's supposed to be, you know, because we could have went in this year and had a halfway season and it wouldn't have been beneficial to the community, so we took a break, revamped again, and just like people always come up to me and be like, oh, are you ever going to run the team? Are you ever going to do this? Yes, we are. But what I slowly understand and realize, like, we was going to rush into it, but like, why would you rush and do something half-assed, sorry for my language, or you could wait and do it the right way and then let it excel? Because I know obviously starting that up, you had people doubting you and have people bring you down. What was your mentality going into that, and like what was you thinking?
so my mentality was always, initially all my programs were free.
Yep.
And I used to volunteer wherever I could.
Yep.
I just wanted to let people know that I'm accessible, that I'm available, and I'm always going to be here. Unless life, you know, have other
100%,
avenues for me. So I think once I finished doing that, I had to also let people know that for me to be sustainable, they had to pitch in.
Of course.
And I'm not a big advocate of free programming. Because sometimes when it's completely free, people don't take it that serious.
Right.
Like, you need the crowd to keep the kids going. Children don't want to play by themselves.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, so if you don't have a program where week after week the same people are showing up, you're just gonna have a failure. And I respect you for wanting to do it the right way.
Yep.
Because a lot of times there's doubt that we are not capable.
Exactly.
So
that is true.
when you rush in and you're not ready, you're obviously gonna prove their point right.
Exactly. And they want you to fail. They're praying for your downfall. Is what I realized. Like, people are waiting for me to come and bring a product and let it be trash so they can go and talk and say, hey, Bobby, when he does this, it never succeeds. Or when he does this, it never succeeds. Like, buddy, good for you. And then I had people talk to me like, oh, what's it called? Oh, you can't even afford your basketball team. Buddy, at least I'm trying something.
Yes.
At least
You know,
at least
what are you trying? What have you
There's
tried?
honor in everything you do. For me, I'm a sport, like I love sport history, so I try to learn.
Yeah.
Google's my best friend, right? And to know that in Worcester, as we live now, we have a black man with ABA.
You know what
ABA
I mean?
in the past was the main basketball stream.
Buddy.
Oh yeah.
So you're keeping a legacy going. So for me, even I've had people that are really concerned with what I'm doing because they feel like I could do it better. And I always tell them, maybe this is the best I can. And the motivation is for you to maybe also, because it's enough people.
Yep.
Right.
So the motivation is for you to maybe also try it and do it better.
Yeah. Or
You know?
support.
That goes hand in hand with what Manny was asking too about the mental health and everything like that. Because, so for example, let's say you're a person that sit at home all day, every day, you know, you don't do no physical activities or whatever. A lot of times you're gonna have a lot of anxiety. A lot of times you're gonna have, you know, that depression type phase, you know what I mean? But let's say one thing I know for sure, right? When you work out, I dare somebody, if you're depressed right now, if you have anxiety right now, if you're listening to me right now, I dare you, I challenge you to work out for a week. When you work out, your brain literally releases hormones inside of your body, okay, that puts you dopamine in your body, that puts you in a better mood, right? You know, it's just like your emotions. What is emotions? Emotion is energy in motion, okay? So you can feel anxiety, right? Exactly, emotion, energy, emotion. You can feel anxiety, you could be mad, you could be scared, you could be sad, right? That is your brain releasing hormones, chemicals into your body that is putting your body in a certain vibration. Does that make sense? So that's why, to answer your question, Manny, it's crucially important to have these kids you know what I mean, out working or whatever, because it puts them in a better mood.
It does.
Literally, it builds their confidence. And as far as like the free stuff or whatever, like I'm not doing it free every single day. You know what I mean?
You gotta pay bills.
I gotta pay my bills too, 100%. But I still give them that outlet, and to piggyback off of what you're saying, when they get to that next level, they still have the encouragement to at least try.
Yes.
To at least try to get them to that next level, you know what I mean? To at least try to get them in that physical, realm.
In the business world, what I realized, one of my mentors taught me this. He said, if you want to help others and you have a cup, so this is your cup, this is the other people's cup. Your cup must be overfilled when they're pouring it. It must be overfilled for you to drip down to help others. Because if you're pouring down, everybody else's cup is going to get filled, but your cup is never going to be filled, and you won't be able to help anybody if you can't help yourself.
That's
you
true.
know?
How do you feel about that, Ron, working with people every single day, taking in their energy every single day? Do you feel like your cup is filled enough to help people out, or do you feel like you still fill people's cup even when your cup is not that filled?
I think my cup too filled to help some people out, you know what I mean? And I'm learning, you know what I'm saying, that I can't be pouring into other people's cup if I ain't good. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I realized when I started backing away, you know what I mean, from certain collaborations and stuff like that, and stopped begging and pressuring people, you know what I mean, and started pouring more into my cup, I started feeling better. I started progressing. I started excelling, you know, being more sustainable, like, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. So, but it's all about dopamine, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? What releases that dopamine, good feeling, what makes you feel good? And we know the things that release the highest spikes of dopamine of feeling good is food, sex, and drugs. You know, so here we are coming and we're saying, like, we got other things. We got soccer. We got some people that can speak life into you. We got some people that can help you get your skills right on basketball. You know what I'm saying? We got some people that can help you with correction and behavioral stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? We got some people that got some other things that can give you that same spike in dopamine and make you feel better, you know, versus going to the streets, engaging in drugs, you know, teen sex and unhealthy sex and all that stuff, and unprotected and all that stuff. So, you know, and overeating food, that become an issue sometimes. So, you know what I mean? So, there's a lot of other things, you know what I mean, that can give kids that dopamine. Oh, this feels so good. You know what I mean? Like sports, you know, really stressors.
Exactly.
It's all part of going to the same part of the brain, bro.
That's true.
For that, before I get into that, for that though, growing up, I wish, like I say this all the time, I wish I had somebody to really teach me about not having sex early, because that's the thing that like really is in the young youth, that like they think sex is cool. You know what I mean? Like, there's repercussions after sex. You can have a kid, you can get STDs, you can do all types of stuff, and people been rushing into sex. If I could redo it all over, you could call me cliche, but I probably would until I got married before I even had that. You know what I mean? But I wish somebody told me that or taught me that while I was growing up, because I did it so young. You know,
it's immediate gratification. You know what I'm saying? Like people that go to drug use because, bruh, it's the highest spike in dopamine. You automatically feel good. You get that immediate gratification. Like you feel good right now. But like I tell a lot of people in my classes, for the families, immediate gratification will always result in long-term consequences. Trying to get that feeling good right now, you're gonna have to pay later down the road. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let's work for it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and getting it right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to really pay for it. Like I tell my people that abuse drugs, it's easy to abuse drugs, but it's hard to actually say, I'm gonna go to the gym and get the same spike in dopamine. Actually, let me go do that the right way. Like, you know what I'm saying? But
And I think for me too, one thing I always tell the kids is you don't got to be perfect at it. You don't have to be great at it. So I create spaces where everybody gets equal playing time. And I learned that growing up in Kumasi. Kumasi, Ghana is
how do you do that?
Everybody gets equal playing time. So if we have an hour, we divide it up. We know every 8 minutes we do substitutions, whether you're winning or losing. Everybody gets equal playing time, and there's always levels to every sport. So there's premier, there's elite, and there's recreational. But I think as humans, we've kind of guarded the recreational and kind of threw it to the side. So everybody wants to win. But if you only get your wins through sport, then what do you do after becoming an athlete? That's why I think certain athletes even speak on after the game. Their life is just hard to transition. And I think for kids, they may not be good today, but if they keep practicing, if they keep working hard, they may be greater in the future. So sometimes, you know, like the ideas I give, like everybody get a trophy, nobody likes it.
If you think about it, right, that's almost like, who could I say? That's almost like your Tom Brady's. Who else is somebody that like rode the bench, you know what I mean, and
Yes.
just rose to like stardom?
Yes.
That's almost like, you know what I mean, even a basketball type thing, you feel me? Because
Yes.
Tom Brady, he wasn't expected to be as great as he is. He was
Yes.
trash.
Yes.
He got picked in the last round, you feel
Yes.
me? And then when Bledsoe got hurt,
Yes.
then he got his time to shine.
Yes.
And guess what? We found out that he's a star.
Yeah.
Super Bowl
But
star.
Yes.
he wouldn't have ever had that if
somebody didn't get
everybody
hurt.
overlooked him.
Yes.
Or if somebody didn't get
Or
get
even
hurt.
even in your angle, Dennis Rodman is one of my favorites, right? I suck at basketball. I'm not good at it.
Yeah.
But when I
be
came to
balling.
America at 15,
Yep.
I realized you could chase people.
Yeah.
Like you could literally just chase them around, and it would be harder for them to shoot.
Right, right.
So Dennis Rodman became my dude.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So I remember even in high school going to the gym telling the kids, I'm not getting no points today, but I can chase them.
But I was chasing him.
You know, I'm not gonna make no blocks, but I could chase them. So I think even in your world, right? I know some of the kids that you teach, they love the idea that you're not screaming at them, that you're not making them feel bad, because not everybody's a
How you
great
know I'm
athlete.
not screaming at them?
Because I see. With Facebook, you see stuff.
Right.
With Worcester being such a great city, people
Yeah.
tell you stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And even the kids, they get older at one point.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so I know some 19-year-olds that have conversations with me.
Yeah.
And they be like, "Yeah, I remember that dude. He used to scream at me. I should smack him." You know what I mean? Like the kids always grow up. So it's like your reputation is
Yeah.
a great one. Even though you were a great athlete, you don't try to like make kids feel bad.
No,
Yeah.
that's
You know,
true.
so I think
100%.
we all have it in us to tell kids like, yo, even if you're not great at it, enjoy it for the moment.
Oh yeah.
You know, and if you're good at it, go find a team that's like
Exactly,
elite
100%.
Oh yeah.
and just go with it, you know?
You know
Come
who,
play for the Worcester Mason.
you know
Let's
who I
do,
could use as an example?
jump
as
into the
well?
drink of the day.
Oh, yeah.
We got non-alcoholic
Let's
for
go.
you.
Yes,
I
thank
made
you.
sure we got
Thank you.
non-alcoholic, and you can go ahead while we
now I got
do
it
it.
for me too. For me too.
Oh, we doing non-alcoholic then. We save that for next time. What is this anyway? Sparkling champagne?
This is definitely sparkling cider.
Oh, talk about it.
Sparkling cider.
This was made in
I have
1868.
1868.
100% juice from the U.S.
Juice.
Grown fresh apples. Amazing,
And
guys.
it's real apples.
And
too.
it's real apples. So I'm gonna do one of these.
We can't go
I know you don't want this, but we're gonna give you. We're gonna worry about the Moscato later on.
Right.
A little bit, right? There you go.
Alrighty,
Thank you, brother.
no problem, no problem. We gotta break bread and we gotta drink, guys. And it don't always gotta be liquor. Don't worry, guys. We don't just drink liquor. We
And,
drink
and I
non-alcohol.
like to propose a toast, right?
All right, go ahead, boss. Talk to me.
So today is March 5th.
Uh-huh.
March 5th in the Black universe, right? Such an exciting day.
Yes.
1770.
Yep.
Crispus Attucks
Yep.
from Framingham.
Yep.
You know, living in Boston
Okay.
when the revolution was coming about.
Yep.
And he confronted the British soldiers. Because as black folks, we believe in freedom.
Yep.
And unfortunately, he lost his life.
Yes.
So this toast is for him.
Oh yeah.
But also another toast.
Oh, wait for it. Wait for it.
1957.
Uh-huh.
The British ruled the world, right?
Yep.
With their colonialism.
Yep.
So Ghana got lucky
Mm.
and declared independence.
Okay.
On 5th March, there was
Oh,
a party
tell me.
all over there. On 6th March was independence, but 5th March, my grandfather, he was born 1917,
Okay.
told me that on that day, almost the whole nation,
Yep.
the whole black universe was happy. And the great thing about Ghana's independence is even our national song was done by a Trinidadian, Lord Kitchener. All the intellectuals in the world, W.E.B. Du Bois, right, from America when he got kicked out, lived in Ghana. All the black folks felt like freedom, justice. So for me, today signifies a day that as black folks, even if I'm not cool with you,
Yeah.
I got to be just with you.
Oh, we got break
Right?
bread with you.
And if I meet black kids, I got to
Yeah.
teach them about the freedom of the mind.
All right.
We can't lose ourselves. So this is a toast for all of us.
All
Salute,
right.
guys.
Black,
Salute,
brown.
salute. Since Ghana Independence Day is March 6th, right? And my daughter's birthday is also March 6th.
Yes.
Do we get a free soccer training?
You actually do. She
Oh,
could,
wow, look at that. There we go.
she could come in, right,
Uh-huh.
and practice
We'll pay
because
you later on though.
we start
We
with
just want to practice.
we
just wanna
start with
practice.
age 5, but since she's 4, she can still come in.
Thank you very much.
Right?
Okay.
But for me, what it means is when we declared independence in Ghana, it was supposed to be a nation for black folks.
Yes.
Every black man from the world was supposed to be able to come in, and if they were honorable enough, become a citizen. But times and politics change everything.
100%.
But one thing that I show kids is with my soccer program, I named it Kumasi Soccer because Kumasi is also where the gold in Ghana is.
Oh,
Right? The king of Kumasi controls the gold. But where it changes when the elite got involved in slavery. They were selling us. They were doing all these things. And then it started affecting them. And they realized, hey, we got to create a city. We got to create a nation that all people could feel free. So for us, it's not just for Ghanaians, it's for everybody. Even people that feel like I'm not African. We welcome you to realize that freedom, justice, that's it. And that's what soccer is.
Quick question. In Ghana, I was watching something. They said that Black Americans could go move there. They will give you a citizenship and they'll give you land if you move there.
So
is that a real thing?
It is real to a point.
All right.
So first you got to go through some channels,
Got you.
right? To make sure that you are able-bodied, you're sound, that you're bringing goodness, right?
Got you.
And then certain villages will adopt you because they need development. And they realize that if you come in and maybe even if you have a little money, you can establish some kind of business. It will benefit everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yep.
And then we are also raised that we are all related. So in a way, being a black man in Ghana is welcome. You know, and in a way, it's like, yeah, you can get citizenship, but it's not as easy as it had been planned initially.
Oh, okay.
You know, so now it's like some channels you got to go through.
Because you guys are upgrading more advanced.
Yes, but I encourage everybody who's thinking of that
Yeah.
to maybe do their homework,
Yep.
and you know you could become a dual citizen, where you can still be American, European, whoever you are, but you can have relationship with certain spaces over there and be able to help people. You know?
Okay. No, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Well, what I will say, one thing for sure about Ghana, my favorite food
Don't
in
say
the whole
jollof.
entire world.
Don't say jollof. You're going to get me mad sitting here right now.
My favorite food from Ghana in the whole entire world is fufu and peanut soup.
All right.
Oh, okay. But you know what it is
Oh,
food jollof is West African
there we
food,
go.
right?
Yeah.
So everybody's like Nigerian, Ghanaian, but Senegal is like
Yeah.
that's where jollof came from.
Yeah.
And you may go to Liberia, or even you may go to Abidjan and Ivory Coast, and
Abidjan
You know?
don't really have jollof like that, but Liberia, I think
Yes.
Liberian jollof.
yes.
Liberian jollof.
Don't get me upset. Don't get upset with me.
No, I never do. It's all in
Liberian
the
jollof.
taste, you know.
No, it's Liberian, Ghanaian. I think Nigerians all at the bottom. I don't really like Nigerian jollof.
But can I be honest with you?
Really?
It's who's preparing it.
Yeah.
It's what kind of passion they're putting in
Jollof,
it.
exactly. They put it-
Even how often they wash.
Nigerian jollof though?
So I'm weird, right? I like to make my own food.
Okay, so you
So
don't eat that.
I don't
food
eat
anymore.
out.
Okay.
The only time you find me eating out is if I don't have no option to go home and make food. And that's super rare,
Smart,
right?
smart.
But I always feel like it's the taste. So even my mama, I didn't like her food.
What?
Really?
Because growing up, it was me and my grandmother like this.
Oh, you had the original
And my
food.
grandmother was super picky and I'm picky. So I always tell people it's who makes it. It's not even the culture that makes it, it's the individual.
Right.
Quick question though. I know, how can people find you and what upcoming events do you want the people to know?
Yes. So the way people can find me is on Instagram, Facebook is Kumasi Soccer FC.
Yep.
KumasiSoccer.com. You could also call 774-823-8193.
Hey, prank call that number, guys.
No, yeah,
Make sure you
always.
prank call that
Always.
number.
I even have parents sometimes testing after the second shift, 11 at night, like, hey, what do I need? And I don't mind because the idea is if you're a businessman, you're supposed to be open
ready.
24/7.
You got to be
And
ready 100%.
people could also find us on the 15th of March.
Ooh.
We are going to be at the St. Patrick's Parade on Park Avenue.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
A lot of people don't realize that Africans and Irish, we used to be like this,
Yeah.
where we were both ruled by the British, right?
Easily. Yep, I remember.
We had a common enemy.
Yep.
We also had a common problem,
Yep.
which was we didn't like to be oppressed.
Yep.
But then as times move on, it's like the separation
Easily.
came on. So I like to always go to the St. Patrick's Parade with the kids in the program.
Yep.
Everybody's welcome. If you're a soccer lover, I have soccer balls available. I'm going to have U-Haul truck all over on Park Avenue.
That's dope.
We are going to start at 11 on March 15th, right in front of Applebee's. And we go all the way to Elm Park.
Amazing.
Even with your ABA, I hope you guys have time to come in with the basketball and dribble along the
that's all you
street
had
as
to
we
say.
go.
I'll make that happen.
And the notion is soccer also brings everybody together.
Absolutely.
It's one of the few sports, right, that if you're great at it, you can switch your nationality.
Yeah.
So meaning, I'm not Irish, I'm not
You can play for the national
English,
team.
but if I'm so good at it,
Yep.
they will poach me a little bit, be like, hey, come live here for a little while. And next thing you know, I'll be on the team.
Yeah, they'll be on the team.
So,
I see.
so West Africans, especially Ivorians and Ghanaians
Oh,
and Nigerians, every major team in the world, there's either Ivorian, Nigerian, or Ghanaian.
Yep.
If you look at Germany,
Every single team.
England,
Yep.
wherever.
Yep.
So soccer is the great unifier. It's a sport that kids, if they learn it well, will also go out of their shell.
Yep.
You know, I've met parents that I think if it wasn't for soccer, I would never speak to. But the fact that I'm doing a program, their kids are in it, being around each other, I'm like, oh, it's not so bad if I say hi to them.
Exactly.
Yep.
You could build a
You know,
relationship.
and I also look at myself as building great future leaders. Meaning some children, they don't have the great kind of like upbringing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not raised to be accepted.
Yep.
So the fact that I'm different, if I could provide them with this great space to play in, maybe they'll forever remember that, hey, I once met an African who was good to me. You know, so it's not all about me. It's just all about the community and growing up. And you can also find us at the Juneteenth Festival. It's June 20th. This year is special. America's 250th anniversary. Black folks, we've been here forever. So I'm looking for 250 men to show up at Institute Park that day.
Let me write in my
We
calendar right
we
now.
got
What day
to
is
do
that?
that June 20th.
All right. Oh, Juneteenth. That's
You know, Juneteenth, the village of Worcester is doing it. Miss Polly, Shaisha, they're great folks.
Okay.
And I want 250 people to show up. We're not
Institute
gonna-
Park.
Institute Park. So we're going to do 25, 25, 25 pictures. And if we can get 10 pictures with 25, each 25 people, that's 250. And no discrimination, but specifically people that look like us. Because I want to leave a lasting legacy in Worcester that on the 250th anniversary, we were here and we did a great picture. So you can join us. We will have separate pictures for everybody else, but specifically black males and black children, black boys.
In there.
I want them to be able to recognize that we helped shape this nation. And for the
100%.
future coming, we are still going to help shape the nation.
100%.
So for on our behalf and
I
508
love that.
Live family, we just want to thank you for all the hard work you do in the community, and it was a long time coming. I felt like I don't know if I met you before. I definitely seen you.
We have over the years,
Yeah,
you
but
know,
like,
just
we never really had a full conversation
Yes,
like
sir.
this. So I'm
Yes,
really
sir.
glad that we finally
Yes.
officially got
Yes.
to, man.
and you know, Ron, right? Not to cut you off.
Yeah.
When I post on Facebook,
He's always
sometimes
on
I
it.
only get 2 likes, and he's one of them. You know what I'm saying? That's my
have you on
that's my
Facebook?
brother right here.
Yeah.
So thank you. Always supportive. Send out great messages. Sometimes just random messages. So
Yeah.
thank you.
Don't
And
you
Manny,
have spring camp coming up?
yes sir, yes
Okay,
sir.
okay. Can you
What's
tell
the
us a little-
spring set?
So
You
spring-
gotta tell us all of it.
All right. So spring soccer goes like this, right? We got free programming for girls age 9 to 16.
Okay.
All free. Don't got to pay anything. The only thing we ask is you got to give us $40. Every time you don't show
Kinda
up,
like a
we
donation.
take $5 out of it. If you show up for the 8 weeks, you get your $40 back.
Ah.
We want to show our funders that every money that comes in goes to good use.
Go to good use.
And for boys, preteens, 13 to teenagers, 16 is also free. And then everybody else
13 to
under
16.
9, it's $151 for 8 weeks. And the $151, it goes towards the coaches. So I try not to use volunteer coaches. All my coaches get paid.
Okay.
The teenagers, everybody gets $50 an hour. So if you come in and give to me, it's not just going towards me, it's going towards the coaches as well.
Right.
Exactly.
And we play at the
Right back in the
Quinsigamond State Park on Lake Avenue.
Yep.
283 Lake Ave. And shout out to DCR, Mass DCR for giving us a great space. We got a turf field, and it's awesome, you know. So even if you want to support the kids, bring your chair, come sit, clap for them, tell them good job. They feed off that, you know. And then your daughter's got to show up.
I got you. My nephew's in there right now. You don't
Yes,
know
sir.
it.
What's your nephew's name?
Princeton.
Oh man, yeah, he's a good kid.
That's my
Yeah,
dog.
you know. Yes.
He's like, uncle, I love soccer.
Yes.
Yes. Come to one of my games. That's my oldest brother's son.
Oh,
actually.
nice. Yeah, he's a good kid. Like all the kids in the program are great, and we do something called silent soccer. So silent soccer is if all 4 of us are on the team, I can't redirect you. You can't redirect them. You cannot redirect them. We keep playing until we go to the side and speak on it. As athletes, I was never a great athlete. So I remember kids always yelling at me. Like, yo, you messed up. That's not how you do it. And he used to throw me off. So I do silent soccer where if you speak to your teammate, you lose a goal. You know, and it's just like a mental way of because I take kids of all different levels. And even your nephew would tell you, he's like, yo, sometimes I can't talk. And the idea is I can't have you screaming at somebody else. Because everybody's performing the best they can. You know, so it's awesome, you know.
That's one of the things that I like, and even when I play football as well, you know what I mean? Like, instead of being like, oh, come on, bro, you know what I mean? It's short-term memory. Short-term memory.
Yeah, next play.
Short-term memory, movie.
Yeah.
I definitely like that.
And I learned it from the greatest, right? I learned it from Bill Russell. So if you go to YouTube and look at Bill Russell videos, right? There are moments where he talks about he will meet an opponent who was really great, and he would tell him, "I can't believe they don't pass the ball to you. You're so good at it. How come they don't pass it to you? Hey man, keep doing good." And he's like, all the while I'm playing the hardest I can, but I'm making them feel like I'm not the enemy, so they don't hurt me.
Yeah.
So even you being a basketball player, I'm pretty sure certain people have elbowed you.
Buddy,
But if you're nice to them, they may let it go. Whereas they're like, yo, that's my boy. I can't do nothing wrong to them. So for me, I'm trying to teach the kids like, yo, silent soccer, come here, have fun, and go home. You know.
No, that's dope, man. That's what it's about.
With that being said, guys, thank you for tuning into 508 Live today with your host, Poppy Pay, Moneyman Milholm, Fireman Virgin, Kwame himself.
Thank you.
And
don't forget the best
producer in the world, Manny J Media. Tune in next week, guys.
Yes.